Hi, this is Julie with Bridal, and in this overview video, I want to review with you the various styles of chain available. Think of this as your style guide to chain. Most of the chains that you see here are available by the foot, some are by the inch, but most of the time you'll buy them by the foot and by how much you need for your particular project. Also, please note that there are many more variations of every style of chain, different finishes, different sizes. I just pulled one of each to give you a good example and a foundation for your knowledge base. The first style of chain I want to review with you is a check glass beaded chain. Actually, is little check glass beads that have already been linked together. This is a great time-saving chain. So much of the work has been done for you and it really does look like you made it. So it's a great way of cinching up time if you're making a lot of jewelry. It's also just really pretty. Here is a little pearl chain. You can see these little pearls have been individually wire wrapped and linked together. And this particular one goes pearl, gemstone, pearl, gemstone. There are others that are solid pearl, so there's a lot of variation with that chain. Here's a gemstone chain. These are actual real gemstones, and they too have been wire wrapped together. This particular one has a lot of dangles on it. There are ones which are more similar to this style here, that's just gemstone linked together to another gemstone, linked together to another gemstone. Here's a rhinestone cup chain. This is kind of fun because you can squish it together, pull it apart. You'll notice that all the crystals are individually set, so that's a fun chain to work with. Charm chain. Charm chain is a great chain in that you can use just a little bit of it and create a nice focal piece, or you can take off these individual charms and use them in a different project. Fishbone chain. This is named because it looks like the spine of a fish. Here is a Rolo chain, a popular style, very elegant, nice round links. Here's a long, short, oval chain. So it got its name because it has long and short links combined together. A lot of variation you'll see in the long, short chain style category. Byzantine chain, really pretty and intricate. Crinkle chain. Crinkle chain looks like little peanuts, has a lot of texture to it. Figaro chain. Here's a heavy flattened curb chain. So heavy because it's quite a substantial chain, this particular one. Flattened because you can see it's got little cuts in it where it has been flattened. And then curb is the actual style of chain. Here is a hammered oval cable chain. So here, hammered because of the texture, oval because of the shape of the link, and the actual style is cable. So I'm trying to give you a little bit more information on some other terms that you might see along the way as well. Here is a bubble chain, pretty little rounds. Two styles of box chain. There is a rectangular box chain, and then just the more common squared box chain. Figure 8 chain gets its name because of the figure 8 shape of the actual chain link. Beading chain. This is a very sleek, soft chain, great for delicate jewelry projects. If you're making layered necklaces, you might want to consider that. Ball chain, aptly named because it's like little balls on a chain. Two examples of bar chain. The first one here is a straight bar, and this comes in a variety of lengths as well, and sometimes they're textured, sometimes they're smooth. And then I have a scalloped bar chain as well. What's nice about bar chains is they're very easy to cut apart and use as individual links in earrings and other projects that are just connected by a jump ring. A twisted rope chain. Heart link chain. Little links are actually little hearts. Two chains by Silver Silk. I have one that is just a pretty knit chain, and the other one has a ball chain running through the center. And then I have a ladder chain. So a lot of variety in the different styles of chain. I want to show you a couple applications of use. First off, here I have a cuff that uses rhinestone cup chain, and you can see it's actually just been glued onto the brass cuff. Really quick and easy project, but a beautiful statement piece of jewelry results from it. Here's an example of that fishbone chain. You can see you didn't have to use a lot of it, it's just a couple inches for a focal piece. Now here's an example of a cable chain, and you can see it varies quite a bit from that other example. So this is a silver-plated cable chain, and by using just a little bit, we were able to extend the length of the earrings so that they can really dangle and have fun and be very playful. Here is some pearl chain, and this is a pearl chain with a bunch of little dangles on it. The same design could be done with that gemstone chain very easily as well. And here's one more example of cable chain. And you can see that for this example, we did what most people do with chain, whereas they created the actual necklace portion of a design. Now let's say you're making a piece of jewelry and you don't necessarily want to use bulk chain. You want something pre-made for you. There are options for you in terms of finished pieces of chain jewelry. So we've got bracelets and necklaces. All of these come complete with their findings already attached. So I've got two bracelet examples. I have a European large hole style bead bracelet, already complete, and then I have a charm bracelet. And then I've pulled 3 necklace examples to show you not only the variety in styles and finishes, but also the variety in lengths as well. And these two come with their findings already attached. I hope you enjoyed the style guide to chains. You can find all of these chains and many variations of each at beadaholic.com.